Hello everybody, this is SteveMartin. Welcome to Backstagecountry. We are at CRS 40 in Nashville, Tennessee. We're talking to the biggest stars of country music. This morning we have...
and me.
Yeah, Justin Moore from Valory Records. He's an up-and-comer on the label, and he's got some things he wants to talk about. So, you enjoying CRS?
I'm having fun, man. This is my second year at CRS. Last year I was kind of like a deer in the headlights. So this year I've met pretty much everybody throughout the previous year, and so it's good to see everybody again. And I get to see a lot of my artist buddies that I've known forever. And we don't cross paths too often because we're all kind of doing our own thing. So this is a lot of fun. It's a fun one.
It is, and it's tiring and it's long, but you know what? You wait 51 weeks to do this again.
Exactly. You got time to recover, so you might as well have fun while you're hanging.
Sleep will come some other time.
That's right.
But what have you been up to for the last year? I know Big Machine and Valory is way up there now among major independents, and you can almost call them not an independent anymore. They're keeping you busy, I'm sure. What you've been up to for a year?
I mean, they're on the verge of becoming a major. I mean,
that's just
now I don't think it really matters.
That's
it's just
a
word. We have what I think is the best record label head here, and Scott Borchett.
Oh yeah, that's Mike's son, isn't it?
That's Mike's son.
Yep.
Yeah. And he's the man. And they kept me busy. Last year we started out on tour with Trace Atkins for a couple months.
Sweet.
Then we directly went out with Hunter Skinner and Hank Williams Jr. for about 3 months.
Oh, that's wild.
On the Rowdy Friends tour.
Yeah.
Which I grew up in Arkansas, so that was pretty surreal to me. I mean, Hank Jr. and Skinner don't get much better. And then we did some stuff with Brooks and Dunn and ZZ Top, and after that, the second half of the year, I went out on a radio tour. You go around and meet all you folks in radio, and then all the guys that play in your records and that kind of stuff. And we released our first single at the end of last year, and first top 40 we had. Called Back That Thing Up, and we are just about to get to doing some more club stuff, which we did some at the end of the year last year, and we're getting kind of bombarded with places that we went to, and they're hitting us back, asking us to come back, which is a good thing. So we're getting out and doing a lot of radio shows like fairs and festivals and that kind of stuff. But got a brand new single out called Small Town USA.
Okay.
We're probably about a week away from being top 40 on that, and it ain't but a month old. So GAC.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool, man. GAC and CMT are already playing the video for us, and it's cool. We actually shot the video in my hometown of Poland, Arkansas. I grew up in a town of about 300 people, so the whole town shut down for a day, and we shot the video there, and my family and friends are all in it. And there's no extras, no paid extras, and I even got my wife in there, so
you had to do that, man.
I was forced to do that after my performance in Back That Thing Up. I don't know if you saw that video, but there was a few scantily clad females, and none of them were my wife, so
I can't believe you did that.
Twisted my arm.
Yeah.
And made me put her in this one, but no, she makes the video prettier, so.
There you go. You got to say stuff like that, and you got to mean it.
You have to. There's a disclaimer on your marriage certificate that says you have to do that.
Wife will be included in video.
Yeah.
Or she gets the gray hat.
Exactly.
What album are we gonna find this on?
The new album will be out in June. Actually, we've got the album done and turned in and everything, and we're still kind of trying to decide on a title. It's either going to be self-titled, or it's going to be called How I Got to Be This Way, so, which I'm kind of voting for, because everybody does the self-titled thing.
Oh yeah.
But there's a song on the record that'll probably be a single down the road called How I Got to Be This Way, and so it's those two options. So we're trying to figure that out right now, but be out in June.
Okay.
I want to say the 9th, maybe.
Oh, that's around CMA Fest.
It is around CMA Fest. So.
Everybody plans everything kind of around little Nashville
You know,
niches that go on, you know.
There's little tricks of the trade.
Sure.
You know?
Sure. What are we gonna find on the album? Can you tell us anything about it?
You know, I grew up on old school country, traditional stuff, and also Southern rock. My uncle played in a Southern rock band, and I'd jump up with him and his band and play at VFWs and Moose Lodges and all this kind of stuff. So I really loved Southern rock as much as I did country, which now is kind of country. And so there's a good mixture of that kind of stuff on there. And but lyrically, I always was into country music because it described how I grew up and what people around my town was going through. And you know, there's a pretty diverse selection of songs on the album. I mean, you know, you go from Back That Thing Up, which is just kind of a crazy, fun song, to a song, for instance, called Grandpa that I wrote about my grandpas. And I'm lucky that I still have both of my grandpas, but I lost an uncle about 1.5 years, 2 years ago that was like my dad, and wrote that song about him, and because it was like my dad or my grandpa. And you know, and then there's a lot of songs on there. We have a song called Good Old American Way that I wrote. One of my grandpas retired in the Navy, and one of them retired in the Air Force. And I was on my way to a riding appointment one day, and it cost me $109 to fill my truck up. This was 6-8 months ago, or a year ago, and I thought, good God, I mean that is ridiculous.
It is crazy,
regardless if you're Republican, Democrat, you know, you know, anything. And I thought, I wonder what my grandpa, you know, my 75-year-old grandpa, I wonder what he thinks when he fills his truck up and it costs him $109. So I wrote a song called Good Old American Way based on that. So there's a good mixture of stuff, and it's definitely one of those roll down your windows, crank it up records. I mean, there's 2 ballads on there, I think, out of 10 songs. So,
okay.
But fans will definitely know who I am as a person and as an artist after listening to this record. So
Great. Where can we get this music? And give me your website, your MySpace.
it's Moore, Moore, JustinMusic.com. That shoots you right to my MySpace. I was talking to the label, I said, I don't see any sense in having a MySpace and a website because I don't want fans going to 2 different places. So we just have a MySpace page.
Incorporated.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it's free too.
It's free. So, you know, it's MooreJustinMusic.com, and we have 3 songs up on iTunes and Amazon and Rhapsody and all that good stuff right now. One is Back That Thing Up, the new single Small Town USA, and also a digital single we had called I Could Kick Your Ass.
Oh yeah.
So you can get those 3, and obviously you can see the video on CMT and GAC and all that stuff right now. So that's the scoop, man.
All right, we got the scoop. This has been brought to you by Lexington Broadcasting's Kickin' Country USA, where you can hear Justin's music and a whole lot more great artists. So this has been Steve Martin and Justin Moore on Backstage Country. Until next time, everyone, enjoy the music.